and Elks, and it's Harvey's birthday today, so we're celebrating with our furry friends here today. And you know what? Harvey's birthday, we thought we'd give him a little special present today and let Harvey throw up the ceremonial first pitch. He didn't know until just then. We're just waiting for a baseball to get here. The baseball partner, we're trying to find the baseball, yeah.
Anybody know about baseball? Anyone know?
We got one, so the third people up to you can catch it.
Just looking for a baseball.
Here we go. Well-oiled machine today. And here goes Harvey to show us his stuff. Everyone cheer him on. If it was cricket, that would be a great pitch, Harvey. Harvey, you do a great job for us, buddy. We appreciate you very much in the community. You guys see Harvey out around the city, different events. Great job with Tucker. And obviously I'm a CFAC Santa here in Santa Bear and SeaWorld Seal. And I know Harvey has a lot of friends around the community that you're going to be celebrating with me later today. So thank you, Harvey, for all you do for us, buddy. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise and move for your caps for the singing of the national anthems, performed tonight by Harmony now.
Sunday afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to Go Live broadcast coverage of the Victoria HarbourCats and the Bend Elks. Today, it's Game 3, the rubber match of their weekend series. The teams have traded wins on Friday and Saturday, and they look to settle things this afternoon on a beautiful Sunday in Victoria. Many thanks for joining us once again for a 1:05 scheduled first pitch this afternoon at Royal Athletic Park. Partly cloudy overhead, wind blowing out a little bit. Temperature in the low mid-20s once again. The HarbourCats took the win last night by a final score of 11-5 after Bend won the opener 11-2 on Friday. The HarbourCats come into play today at 5-1 in the second half. Bend 1-4 in the second half. These teams playing in opposite divisions. We have a little bit of an extended pregame as we're at 12:55 with the anthems just finished. The head coaches, Brian McCrae and Alan Embry, meeting on home plate with our 3-umpire crew this afternoon. Rhonda Poles will call balls and strikes this afternoon. The HarbourCats coming in at 10-7 at home this year, 9-7 on the road. This is the third of a 6-game homestand for the HarbourCats, a midweek series coming up Tuesday to Thursday against Yakima. That series will be here on Go Live Broadcast. We'll get you the lineups. First for the visiting Bend Elks, written out by Alan Embry. Leading off, Derek Chapman in center field. Batting second is first baseman Colton Cosner. Batting third is second baseman Colin Runge. Fourth is the DH Jack Pauley. Batting fifth, the third baseman Charlie Maxwell. Batting sixth, the catcher Kel Waterman. Seventh is the left fielder Matt Lampkin. Batting eighth is the right fielder Rocco Ferrari. And batting 9 is the shortstop Jalen McLaughlin. Starting pitcher who you will see in the bottom of the first inning is right-hander James Acuna. While we have time, the starting lineup written out by Brian McCrae for the HarbourCats as they look to win their 10th in their last 11 games. Leading off, the shortstop Harry Shipley. Batting second, the left fielder Riley Zajac. Batting third, the center fielder Hunter Vansaw. Batting fourth, first baseman Tucker Johnson. Fifth is the DH Kevin Collard. Batting sixth is the third baseman Cole Weiss. 7 is right fielder Jake Garella. Batting 8, the catcher Riley Guntrip. And batting 9 is second baseman Nick Maroney. Making his first start of the season this afternoon for the HarbourCats is Liam Steigerwald. Steigerwald is a freshman out of UC Santa Barbara. He's been in the bullpen for 5 appearances so far. He's coming out of the pen to make the start today as the HarbourCats are having to shift their pitching staff around a little bit with the departures of starters AJ Block and Luke Boyd. Also some reinforcements on the way. And this one might get going a little bit ahead of time as the pregame was quick and short. They got the pregame ceremonies done early, and the team in their home whites with reds here on Sunday has just now taken the field at 12:59, led by right-hander Liam Steigerwald. While we have a moment, the defense for the HarbourCats, it's Steigerwald dealing to his catcher Riley Guntrip. The infield third to first, Cole Weiss, Harry Shipley, Nick Maroney, and Tucker Johnson. And the outfield left to right, Riley Zajac, Hunter Vansaw, and Jake Garella. Many thanks once again for tuning us in and spending your weekend with us wherever you're tuned in from. Jonathan Hodson with you in the booth once again. Chris Jaycox calling the shots in the truck, assisted by Mike Edwards, and our crew here at RAP. The HarbourCats in their alternate reds and whites here on Sundays. They wear Canada-themed red jerseys for Sunday afternoon games with the blue hat. And Bend outfitted today in their black jerseys with gold sleeves, gray pants, and the black with gold hat. Ready for baseball as Derek Chapman steps in. Chapman, the center fielder, wears 29 and bats left. First pitch from Steigerwald is lined to short, where Harry Shipley picks it for the first out. That's a quick out for Steigerwald, and he'll need more of that today as he looks to go deep, something he has not done and not had to do so far this summer. He's been in a short relief role. Bunt shown by Colton Cosner. He takes ball one. Oh, and 1 pitch is lined into left center field. The base hit that could split the gap, and it does, to the wall in left center field. Sliding into it was Vansaw. That's a double for Colton Cosner. Cosner gets the Elks on the board with their first hit of the day, a 1-out double in the top of the first inning to bring in Colin Runge, the second baseman for the Elks. First pitch is flown into center field. Camping under at Vansaw. Tag at second. Bluffing is the runner, Cosner. Fly ball of Colin Runge, 2 down. This game started 5 minutes early, and the top of the first is moving quickly as well. We're now down to Jack Pauley, the DH. Pauley, the DH, wears 8 and bats left. Pauley had a big night last night. First pitch is swung on, hit well to left field. That ball is back to track the wall. That ball is gone. Jack Pauley continues his big series. He had a pair of doubles last night and starts the day with a home run today. 2-run shot puts Bend ahead 2-0. Bend on the board quickly with the 2-run home run for Pauley. The teams combined for 3 2-run home runs in last night's game, and here's another one today. That scores Cosner, who is on base with a double. The pitch is strike 1 to Charlie Maxwell. On 1 pitch, swing and a miss on a changeup from Steigerwald. That home run for Pauley is his second of the summer, giving him 9 RBIs. Steigerwald's 0-2 outside. So more work to do for the Bats immediately as they trail. The HarbourCats trail 2-0. It was the same thing in yesterday's ball game. Fouled away as Bend last night took a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. The HarbourCats Bats came to life in the late innings last night in an 11-5 win. 1-2 is strike 3 called. That'll do it for the top of the first inning. 2 runs on 2 hits, a double and a Jack Pauley home run puts the Bend Elks in front 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the first here on Go Live Broadcast. Bottom of the first inning in Victoria, 2-0 for the Bend Elks in the rubber match of this weekend series as Harry Shipley fouls it away, 0-1. Top of the order for the HarbourCats, Shipley, Zajac, and Vansaw. 0-1 pitch, 1-1. Right-hander James Acuna takes the start for Bend this afternoon. This is his 4th start of the summer. Rolled to short, stepping up and across the bag to throw in time for out number 1 from Jalen McLaughlin. Jalen McLaughlin starts it short here in the finale. The first 2 games it was George Mendozona. He gets the day off today. Riley Zajac, the left fielder, will bat, and we'll go around the horn for Bend here in a moment. Zajac draws back into the lineup playing left field today. James Acuna deals to Cal Waterman. The defense, third to first, Maxwell, McLaughlin, Runge, and Cosner. As that ball is hit in the air to left field, coming on to make the play is Matt Lampkin for out number 2. The outfield is Lampkin, Chapman, and Ferrari. Quickly moving ball game moves on to Hunter Vansaw. Vansaw had a night to remember last night, finishing 5 for 5 with a double, a home run, and 6 runs driven in. Big swing and a miss. The numbers on James Acuna: 3 starts, 16 in the 3rd innings, 17 hits, 11 strikeouts against 4 walks. He is 1-1 with a 4.95 ERA. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 going right after Hunter Vansaw. 89 on the gun on that last fastball. The 0-2 pitch, missing for ball 1. Hunter Vansaw with that 5 for 5 night comes in with a .465 average in 13 games. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Tag applied just in case. That's a quick 1-2-3 for James Acuna. 1 complete, 2-0 Bend here on Go Live Broadcast. Top of 2 arrives at RAP, 2-0 for the Bend Elks. Right-hander Liam Stegerwald returns looking for better fortunes in his second inning of work. He allowed 2 runs on 2 hits, a double and a home run in the top of the first inning. First pitch of inning number 2 is strike 1 to Cal Waterman. Cal Waterman, the catcher, takes his second start of the summer. 0-1. Swung on, hit well to left field. Back at the track, the wall. That ball's off the wall. Picked up by Zajac, thrown in. The throw into second is offline as Waterman slides into second with a double. Bend has brought the bats out early, their second double to go along with that home run. And they're in position to add on now with Matt Lampkin stepping to the plate. Matt Lampkin takes his first start of the series playing left field today. Long look at second, and the pitch fouled down as we have our first moment of direct sunlight here this afternoon. Matt Lampkin going into his junior year at Lewis Clark State College in Idaho. The 2-strike pitch to Lampkin, staying inside. Lampkin just 9 at-bats so far on his summer. He is 1 for 9 at the plate in 5 games played. 1-1 pitch. Bunt shown, popped up left side off the mound. Stegerwald makes the play for out number 1. That's a bit of a gift for the HarbourCats as Lampkin tried to lay down the bunt, but ends up popping it up, and Stegerwald had time to get off the mound and make the play. This is Rocco Ferrari, the right fielder, makes his second start of the series after not playing last night, and he wraps that one foul down the third base line. Ferrari in right field this afternoon, hitting 190 in 22 games, 2 home runs, and 8 RBIs. Oh and 1. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Good breaking pitch. Snapped off by Stegerwald. Trying to work around a leadoff double off the bat of Cal Waterman. Set for the 0-2. Lifting his leg and then shutting it down as Waterman goes back to second. Oh, 2, missing inside. Bend returns home after the game today. The interesting trek of 7.5-hour drive after, of course, the ferry. That trek starts tonight after the game. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Liam Stegerwald in the first 2 innings. He records his second out with the runner still standing at second. The shortstop, Jalen McLaughlin, will step in, trying to pick up that runner with now 2 outs in the inning. McLaughlin makes his first start of the series, giving George Mendozona a day off. The bunt put down foul down the third base line. We've seen this a lot this weekend from this team, utilizing the bunt and small ball tactics, a lot of runners in motion. A team that typically doesn't hit a whole lot and not blessed with a whole lot of power has to find ways to manufacture runs, and you see evidence of that already. Swing and a miss, gets away from Guntrip on the right side, throw down to third base, not in time. Wild pitch on Steigerwald will move the runner to third base, but the count is 0-2 with 2 outs. So Guntrip is out to talk to Steigerwald and get on the same page before this 0-2 pitch. McLaughlin hitting .246 coming into this at-bat, but is going to have to battle down 0-2. The 0-2 is in the dirt. McLaughlin holds the bat directed back towards the mask of Riley Guntrip, the catcher, before he comes more upright as Steigerwald goes into his motion. 1-2. Check swing and pitch outside. He did not go. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We play in the top of the second. The Bend Elks lead the Victoria HarbourCats 2-0 on the strength of a home run from Jack Pauley in the first. 2-2, slashed foul just behind the runner at third base, Kel Waterman. Two and two. Grounded towards first base, gloved at first, and the foot race to the bag is won by Tucker Johnson. That will send us to the bottom of the second inning. Liam Steigerwald works around a leadoff double. Bottom of 2 we go on Go Live Broadcast, 2-0 Bend.
Thanks, Andrew. We, the HarbourCats and Wilson's Transportation are proud to salute a serviceman or woman or a veteran or a cadet. And today I'd like to help me welcome and thank Sean Wheeler, Petty Officer Second Class Sean Wheeler, who has served his country since 1993. He's been deployed 3 times on operational deployments, including he was on the first boat that went over the Persian Gulf after 9/11. Please help me thank him very much for his service to our country and helping Canada candidates.
Leading off for your HarbourCats, the first baseman from Baylor University, number 11, Tucker Johnson.
Bottom of the second with the HarbourCats still trailing 2-0. Right-hander James Acuna returns to the mound for the Bend Elks. First pitch is lined to right field. That has some legs on it. Over the head in right field and off the wall. Tucker Johnson is into second base. Tucker Johnson goes the other way with pop, and it got over the head of Rocco Ferrari as he played it off the wall. So a leadoff double for the first baseman. And the HarbourCats will now try to claw back. This brings in Kevin Collard, who draws back into the lineup, DHing today. Collard did not play last night, and in game 1 he played left field, going 1 for 4. Strike 1 called on Collard. That hit for Tucker Johnson, the HarbourCats' first hit of the day. The 0-1 from Acuna is outside. Kevin Collard comes in hitting .286 with 2 home runs and 13 RBIs. 5 doubles and a triple as well. Look, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Bend left on a leadoff double in the top of this second, and the HarbourCats get one of their own in the bottom of 2. That is the 3rd double of the summer for Tucker Johnson. 1-2 pitch, outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes, and actually looks like a balk on James Acuna will send Tucker Johnson to 3rd before that pitch. So the runner's now at 3rd base with nobody out. The 2nd balk of the series called on Bend. So it was no pitch on the Collard at bats. The count is still 1-2. Reset for the 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Waterman applies the tag just in case. 2nd strikeout for Acuna. That'll bring in Cole Weiss, the 3rd baseman. The HarbourCats in last night's game ended a streak of 11 straight scoreless innings by Bend pitchers in the series. At one point, that was precisely in the 4th inning. They had 2nd and 3rd in that inning, nobody out, and did not score. Trying to avoid a similar outcome here. Runner at 3rd, now 1 out, as Weiss fouls the first pitch back. Weiss at 3rd base again today. His bat's really coming on now, hitting .314. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. Acuna working ahead again. Acuna with just 4 walks and 17 innings coming in, and has dialed up 2 strikeouts already today. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, foul tipped into the glove of Waterman. Back-to-back strikeouts for Acuna. And all of a sudden, the inning will be up to Jake Garella. Jake Garella, the right fielder again. A double to lead off the inning from Tucker Johnson. He was balked over to 3rd base, but back-to-back strikeouts of Collard and Weiss have left him there. And now Garella's count is 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. James Acuna trying to keep the HarbourCats scoreless as Bend leads 2-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd. The set. And the 0-2 is popped up right side, back of 2nd base into the outfield. Reaching up, and the play is made by Runge. And James Acuna will wiggle off the hook, stranding a runner at third base with nobody out. We go to the third inning, and here is part one of a highlight pack from HarbourCats action on Go Live Broadcast from back on July 7th. Set for 1-1. Ground ball to the right side and throw. A base hit. One will score. Trail runner sent. The throw is cut off. Harry Shipley delivers a 2 RBI single, and the HarbourCats lead 2-0.
And the 0-1. This one is through the hole for a base hit. 1 run will score. The second run is coming around. It's held up at third. And now the throw sails away from home plate, and in safely is Runge. 2-1. Into the center field, down for a base hit. 1 run will score, and 2 runs are going to come in to score as Mendozona slides in front of the throw home. It's a 2 RBI single for Matt Flynn. And just like that, the Bend Elks have jumped in front by a score of 4-2. This one is hit into center field. Ethan Lopez charging. He dives and makes the catch. What a play in center by Ethan Lopez. And that's becoming a habit for him, making highlight reel plays in center field. This one,
welcome back to
he tracked
Royal
down
Athletic
on
Park.
a hard
Go
sinking
Live
liner.
broadcast coverage of
first
the
read on
Victoria
that play,
HarbourCats and the Bend Elks rubber match of the 3-game series. HarbourCats trail 2-0 into the third. Liam Steigerwald returns for his third inning of work, dealing strike 1 on a weak swing and a miss from Derek Chapman. Chapman lined out on the first pitch of the ball game to Harry Shipley. Swung on, ripped foul down the first baseline. Chapman 1 for 4 last night, is the leading hitter for Bend, coming in hitting .346. Little bit of pop too for Chapman with 3 home runs, 5 doubles, and a couple of triples. Check swing on the 0-2. Did he go? No, sir. They chucked down to third base. Top of the order in the inning, Chapman, Cosner, and Runge. Time called before the 1-2 on Chapman. The HarbourCats have a day off tomorrow, and then they face the Yakima Valley Pippins Tuesday to Thursday, missing 2 balls and 2 strikes. The HarbourCats have played the most games in the West Coast League. Other teams in their division have played as few as 1 game in the second half, and the HarbourCats already at 5-1. 2-2 pitch fouled back. That will be evened out when the HarbourCats don't play a league game between July 14 and July 18. That's when the schedule evens up. Deuce's pitch, line drive into right field, a base hit. Derek Chapman gets his first hit of the day, a single to right, leading off the top of the third. That will bring in Colton Cosner. He doubled and scored in that 2-run first inning. Bend now with 4 hits. Big swing and a miss. The opener of this series saw Bend collect 11 runs on 14 hits. Last night, 9 hits for Bend. A 1 bunch shown, put down third base, fair territory, third base, Weiss in, the throw is high and down the right field line. The throwing error will send runners to second and third. Held at third is the lead runner, Chapman. Bend forcing the issue again. Cosner puts down a good bunt. Weiss was in from third. His throw sailed on him. So the E5 will put runners at second and third. Nobody out for Colin Runge. That is the first error of the day committed by the HarbourCats. First pitch on Runge is grounded to third base. A look at the runner, the throw across from Weiss in time for the first out. That's a good job there by Liam Steigerwald to record his first out without the runner scoring. Still second and third, now one down for Jack Pauly. Pauly with the 2-run home run back in the first inning to give Bend their current 2-0 lead. Check swing, he went around, strike one. The HarbourCats had a runner at third base, nobody out in the bottom of the second, and failed to score. Bend looking to make them pay for it a little bit more here. Swung on, hit up the middle, a base hit for Pauly. One will score. The trail runner is held. The throw all the way through to the plate. Jack Pauly an RBI single, and Bend ups their lead to 3-0. Chapman scores. Cosner to third base now as there's runners on the corners after that RBI single. 3 RBIs on the day for Pauly. This now is Charlie Maxwell. First pitch is high for ball one. Maxwell struck out in the first, one of 2 strikeouts for Liam Steigerwald so far. 1-0 outside, 2 balls and no strikes. There is action in the bullpen for the HarbourCats. A right-hander begins to throw.
No 31!
2-0. Foul back. Nice play made by a fan in row 1 as that ball rolls off the edge of the netting, which tapers down diagonally on the ends. To 1 pitch. It's ball 3, low inside. Count falls to 3-1 on Maxwell with Cal Waterman on deck. Waterman doubled in the second. The pitch is flown to center field. Back from short as Shipley will make the play going out, and the runners will hold. 2 down now with runners at first and third. Steigerwald trying to minimize in this top of the third. Bend has scored 1 to now lead 3-0. First and third, 2 out for Cal Waterman. Bend has 3 runs on 5 hits so far. First pitch is inside. The HarbourCats have shown lots of pop with the bats, including last night. Gonna need a little bit more of that today, it appears. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Also hoping to see Liam Steigerwald go as deep as possible into this baseball game. HarbourCats have been much better when they get depth from their starters. One, swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bend has scored 1, but Liam Stegerwald one good pitch away from leaving runners at first and third. Guntrip throws down the signs. They choose one, and they throw over to first base, chasing Jack Pauley back into the bag. Crowd getting into it. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Third strikeout of the day for Liam Stegerwald ends the top of the third inning. Bend gets one more on a couple of base hits and a throwing error that helped it along. We go to the bottom of the third. Here is part 2 of our July 7 highlight pack. Ethan Lopez breaking in right away. And honestly, before the ball was in his glove, I was marking out on my scorecard. That's about the third or fourth time we've seen that already from Ethan. 3-2 with 2. Is lined up the middle. A base hit for Derek Chapman. That will bring in Waterman from third. And there is that add-on run for Bend. They now lead 6-2. Ground ball over, no, not over that. Gloved at third. One hop throw is taken at first base, and staying on the bag is home. Brian McCray will come out to talk about that. But my oh my, what a play on both ends. The HarbourCats were collecting hits and runs in bunches in Kelowna, as that one is a soft fly ball to center field. Coming in, sliding and making the play is Derek Chapman. One down, swung on this one, hit well to right. That ball stood the track to the wall. That ball is gone. That is Bryce Rogan with the grand slam. With one out here in the top of the ninth. Bend has broken it open.
Trying to catch Corvallis.
1-2 pitch, swung on, hit well. Bottom of the third inning at Royal Athletic Park. Bend Elks in front of the HarbourCats 3-0 as Riley Guntrip steps in to lead off. Swung on the 0-1 pitch, ground ball to second base. Throw from the grass is in time from Runge for the first out. James Acuna has been good in 2 1/3 innings for Bend. 3 strikeouts and just 1 hit allowed. Scoreless baseball so far. This is second baseman Nick Maroney. Swung on and a base hit into center field on the first pitch. Second hit of the day for the HarbourCats. The 1-out single for Maroney. Top of the order now for Harry Shipley.
Now batting, the shortstop from Purdue University, number 13, Harry Shipley.
Shipley having a bit of a tough series so far coming into this at-bat. He is 1 for 9 with a couple of walks. Still playing very good shortstop for the HarbourCats. 0-1, a runner goes, slashed foul out over the left side. Nick Maroney was running off first base on the pitch. Maroney is 1 for 2 stealing this summer. Has played in just 11 games. Set for 0-2. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Harry Shipley, a rising junior out of Purdue. Plays shortstop every day there as well. Runner goes outside, throw down wrong side of the bag, but in time, the tag is brought across in time. Nick Maroney is gunned down by Cal Waterman. So there's now 2 outs and the count is 2-2 on Harry Shipley. So all of a sudden, Shipley is trying to keep the inning alive. The Deuce's pitch is outside, 3-2. Three and two, rolled to the right side, backhand play at first base. Acuna to the bag, wins the race. That will do it. The HarbourCats go down 1-2-3 with a caught stealing mixed in. We go to the 4th inning. We go to another highlight pack. It's part 1 from July 8th. HarbourCats action on Go Live Broadcast. Doubles, a triple, and a home run. He lines this one to center field, going back his shaft, it's over his head, and will roll to the wall. 1 will score, 2 will score, throw to the cutoff man, 2 RBI double for Jack Pauly. Full count pitch is grounded to the right side, diving stop at second base, popping up and making the throw. Put a star on that play from second baseman Colin Runge. 1-0. Swung on, hit well to right center field. That gets down. 1 will score. 2 will score. Hunter Vansaw comes through. 3 for 3. And the third one drives in Rempel and Weiss, and we're all tied at 2. Second double of the season. Line through the left side, a base hit. Getting the wave home is Vansaw. The throw is on line but late. Tucker Johnson puts the HarbourCats ahead with an RBI single. The middle innings arriving in Victoria. Bend still leading 3-0. Fourth inning of work for Liam Steigerwald. It's been a battle for him this afternoon. 3 runs on 5 hits. That's a good start to the 4th inning. Tapper back to the mound. On to first for the first out. That was Matt Lampkin. Matt Lampkin can't be thrilled with his day so far. He popped up a bunt back to Steigerwald his first time, and that time he taps out to the pitcher. This is Rocco Ferrari, the bottom third of the order, hitting for Bend here in the 4th. Steigerwald delivers strike 1. The right fielder Ferrari struck out in the 2nd inning, the second of 3 strikeout victims for Steigerwald today. That's a line to right, but right at Jake Garella for out number 2. Steigerwald potentially settling in a little bit here. He is now retired 4 in a row. And too quickly here in the 4th inning, and the shortstop Jalen McLaughlin will step in. McLaughlin 0 for 1. Outside. McLaughlin out of the University of Nevada. 2 quality shortstops for Bend. Line drive, 1 hopper to second base. Maroney a long throw in time. 1, 2, 3 quickly for Steigerwald onto the bottom of the 4th. And our final highlight pack from July 8th. 1-2. Is strike 3 called. McKillican catches Rogan looking for his 2nd strikeout of the inning and his 6th on the game. That's 6 strong innings for McKillican. Another payoff pitch. Swung on and hit deep and gone. Way back to left for Colin Runge. That one left in a hurry. A 2-run shot puts Bend back ahead. It's 4-3. 2-0. Swung on, hit well to right center field. Back is Chapman at the track, the wall. That ball is gone. Hunter Vansaw, deep to center. His 4th home run of the season, his 4th hit of the night is a big one, a 2-run shot. Give him 4 RBIs on the night and give the HarbourCats a 5-4 lead. That here with 2 strikes. Swung on, hit well, deep to right field. That ball's at the track. That's at the wall and gone. DJ Porter over in the bottom of the 4th inning. Just about to get underway, and the HarbourCats are still searching for the scoreboard. As ball 1 is dealt to Riley Zajac from James Acuna, who has held the HarbourCats off the board on 2 hits through 3 innings. High for ball 2 on Zajac, who is 0 for 1. The HarbourCats had a leadoff double in the 2nd. They did not score. And they had a 1-out single in the 3rd. Called strike 2-1. It was a similar story in last night's game. The HarbourCats were scoreless into the bottom of the 5th inning. That one is flown into left field, not deep. Battling the sun and losing it in the sun in left field is Lampkin. And that never physically touched Lampkin, so that will be a double for Riley Zajac. You could see it right off the bat that Lampkin was battling the sun. Had his arm fully outstretched in front of his face and never really saw it as it fell in front of him. So give the double to Zajac. Second time the HarbourCats have had that. And that brings in Hunter Vansaw. He's 0 for 1, but is coming off a 5 for 5 night last night. First pitch is ball 1 to Vansaw. Vansaw 18 RBIs in 13 games. The rising senior out of Mississippi State. 1-0 pitch is a called strike. Vansaw has bounced around a little bit in his collegiate career. Initially committed to Dallas Baptist University out of high school. Spent a year there. From there he went to Northeast Texas Community College. Lit it up there for a year, and that led to him heading to Mississippi State for his junior year, where he will return this fall for his senior season. He has a 1-2 count here. The HarbourCats have witnessed great defensive play from their outfield from multiple sources this summer. Vansaw is one of the brightest lights out there. He has the ability to play any of the 3 positions. He's in center today. Ground ball will move the runner to third base, on to first in time for the out. Productive out from Vansaw. With the ground ball rolled at short, Zajac broke immediately for third base. It wasn't sharply hit, so he did have time to go to third. That will bring in Tucker Johnson. Johnson had a double in the second. Johnson had a big night of his own last night that got overshadowed by Vansaw. Called strike. Vansaw and Johnson actually played high school baseball together and now have the chance to reunite his teammates this summer. 0-1 off the end of the bat foul. Johnson last night went 3 for 4 with a walk, a double, a run scored, and a run driven in. (0-2) outside. Riley Zajac at third base as the HarbourCats are knocking on the door again, trailing 3-0. 1-2, gets a piece, fouls it down. HarbourCats have had opportunities in each of the last 3 innings. They did not score after the second inning of Game 1 until the 5th inning of Game 2. And they scored 11 runs in the last 4 innings of last night's game. 1-2 pitch, strike 3 call. Acuna gets the inside corner for his 4th strikeout of the day. The HarbourCats appeared to be regressing back to a little bit of where they were for most of Game 1 and then into the first half of Game 2. Struggling for the big hit, and they won't get it here as Collard grounds out to first base, and they'll strand Riley Zajac at third base. We'll go to the 5th inning, 3-0 for the Bend Elks here on Go Live Broadcast.
Leading off for the Elks in center fielder, number 29,
Top of the 5th inning in Victoria, the score holds at 3-0 Bend. Liam Steigerwald is back for his 5th inning of work. He had his best inning of the day in the 4th inning when he went through Bend 1-2-3. Top of the order batting here in the top of the 5th for Bend as we bring in Mike Edwards for another edition of Around the West Coast League. Mike, welcome back.
Thanks, John. Good to be back on this Sunday afternoon.
Rubber match of this weekend set. Steigerwald delivers outside, and we've seen a couple of different teams throughout this weekend. We've seen the hot and the cold from the HarbourCats this weekend.
Well, we have, and the HarbourCats, they went on a long dry spell after scoring 2 runs in the 2nd inning of the opener, were shut out the rest of the way, and then into the middle innings of the game last night before exploding. Hunter Vansaw was a big part of that. Of course, going 5 for 5 with 6 RBIs.
This is Derek Chapman with a 3-1 count now. And this morning was a unique opportunity for both of us down on the field in pregame. The 3-1 pitch is a swing and a miss, 3-2. Had a chance to visit with Bend Elks head coach Alan Embry a 16-year Major League veteran, swapping stories from his time in the major leagues and talking about his club this summer. That's always fun when you have baseball resources like that to go to. 3-2, ground ball. First base, scooped and taken to the bag for out number 1.
Yeah, John, it was for sure a cool opportunity to meet with Alan Embry pregame, and we've talked a couple of times earlier in this series about this being the first matchup in the West Coast League between a pair of clubs with former big league players as managers in Embry and Brian McRae on the HarbourCats side. And I think as well, it was certainly cool for us, but it's definitely an advantage for the players on both teams to be able to spend the summer with these two managers and the wealth of experience that they bring.
Missing a low to Colton Cosner. Cosner is 1 for 2. He doubled in the first and reached on an error in the third. 1-0 pitch is taken for strike 1. Both of these men, Brian McRae, a 10-year vet, and Alan Embry, a 16-year vet, they've had the type of careers at the highest level that they don't have to be riding the buses in summer collegiate baseball if they don't want to. So the fact that they are here mentoring the next generation tells you a lot about where their priorities are at.
Yeah, absolutely. They're here because they want to be here, and they really care about these kids coming to their teams from colleges. And McRae and Embry are guys who they want to give back and perhaps had opportunities. McRae certainly said that he's had opportunities to get back into the game at the big league level, but prefers to give back to the next generation of players that are coming into the pro ranks.
Swing and a miss, strike 3 on Cosner, 2 down.
And Liam Steigerwald, I should say, has really settled in, John, these last couple innings after a bit of a rocky start, but looks good these last couple frames.
That's his 4th strikeout, and he is now retired 7 in a row as Colin Runge steps in. Runge takes ball 1 in quickly before the game cuts us off. That's a big part of the summer collegiate dynamic, is college programs sending their players to places where they know they're going to be taken care of and have a chance to get better, and being led at the top by people like McRae and Embry gives an organization a chance to do that.
It is for sure, and it's a great opportunity for these players on both sides to really try and pick up as much as they can from McRae and Embry over the summer to take back to their schools with them.
Counts now 3-1.
And it's not every day that you get the opportunity to hang out with a big league, a former big league player, and these guys get to do it day in and day out.
3-1 pitch, swung on, hit well to left field. That ball is roped off the wall and left. Will be thrown in by Zajac and limiting him to a single as Zajac. That's a good play there in left field by Riley Zajac.
It was a great play by Zajac to take the carom off the wall and get a strong throw back into second base. I think the short porch in left field also helping out Steigerwald, as it looks like Brian McRae now coming out.
This is an extended outing for Liam Steigerwald, and this appears to be health related, as they're looking at Steigerwald, and he will be removed from the game, it appears, due to health reasons. So we'll keep it here during the pitching change, and the new reliever will get all the time he needs to warm up due to the injury sub. So we'll have the name in a moment. Bend leading 3-0 as we play in the top of the 5th inning. So that is another injury situation that we will monitor. A bit of a tough situation for Liam Steigerwald, who is making his first start of the summer.
Yeah, and we were just talking about him. He looked good in the last couple innings. He got off to a bit of a slow start, gave up the 3 RBIs to Jack Pauly, who really seemed to see the ball well out of the hand of Steigerwald. But other than the damage Pauly's done, Steigerwald's been quite good and retired, what was it, 7 in a row or 8 in a row before having to be removed. So, or before the single, I guess, the long single by Runge. But Steigerwald looked like he had started to settle in. It was an extended outing. We know that he's been coming out of the bullpen, so not used to going too deep into games.
For Steigerwald, he will go 4 2/3, allowing 3 runs on 6 hits with 4 strikeouts and did not walk a batter. He is responsible for a runner at first base. The new arm is left-hander Jack Taggett out of Kalamazoo College. Taggett, a left-hander, 5 appearances, 6 innings, 9 hits, 6 walks, 2 strikeouts. He has worked to a 7.50 ERA, so he will probably have to give the HarbourCats a couple of innings here.
Well, you'd hope so, especially with Steigerwald, not a guy, as we just mentioned, who is used to going too deep into games, so the HarbourCats will be looking for some length here out of Taggett.
This is the first half of a 6-game league play homestand for the HarbourCats. Yakima Valley coming in for the mid-weekend series Tuesday to Thursday here on Go Live Broadcast. The HarbourCats have had a head start on basically everybody else in their second half, already at 5-1. This is a big opportunity for the HarbourCats to try to put up some wins early and build some distance between them and the division.
It is, and another thing, just to wrap up that point on the bullpen, is that they do have the day off tomorrow before the series starts on Tuesday. So Brian McRae does have some flexibility with going to use pretty much anyone in his pen today, and they can rest up tomorrow and be ready for the 3-game series. So we'll see who gets into this game later. But yeah, the HarbourCats with a great opportunity this week to ride their momentum coming off the road. Good road series in Kelowna. If they are able to come back and take this rubber match here today, it would set themselves up nicely at 6-1 in the second half, entering the Yakima series. And then following the Yakima series, they play 2 non-league games against the Burnaby Bulldogs here at Royal Athletic, and that's the time when a lot of the other teams who have played less games are going to catch up to the HarbourCats. So it's important for them to build a lead in terms of the win column for that stretch when the other teams are going to play the games they have in hand.
So it appears we are ready to go. The top of the 5th inning resuming. There is 2 outs and a runner at first base. That is Colin Runge with his single. Liam Steigerwald has been removed due to apparent injury. And the new left-hander is Jack Taggett to face Jack Polly. 2 left-handed jacks, and the first pitch is inside for ball 1. Polly is having a big day, 2 for 2, a home run, and 3 RBIs. In on the fists and fouls it away.
And a smart move, I think, John, for Brian McRae going to the left-hander to face Polly, giving him a different look after Polly has hit the HarbourCats hard in this series, and a left-hander himself at the plate, giving him a challenge here, a left-on-left matchup.
Runner goes. The pitch is fouled away, out over the left side. Polly has given the HarbourCats headaches the last 24 hours or so. He had 2 doubles in the game last night and already has a home run today. 1-2 pitch is outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Paulie put a good swing on that 2-run shot in the first inning, going the other way to left field, showcasing his power to all fields.
Crowd starting to get into it a little bit before the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Jack Taggett comes out of the pen and gets Paulie swinging. That'll do it for the top of the 5th inning. It's still 3-0. Thanks, Mike Edwards, for coming in again. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th. halfway home in this game. 3-0 Bend still carries their lead. Bottom of the 5th inning, Cole Weiss will lead off. Weiss struck out in the 2nd against James Acuna, who is into his 5th inning work. He has held the HarbourCats scoreless on 3 hits. Ball 1, evening the count. One pitch is a strike. 1-2. Weiss didn't think so. Bend scored 2 early in the 1st inning, 1 in the 3rd, and that's all she wrote so far. 1-2. Foul deep over the left side and out of play. Bend still trying to stay afloat in the 2nd half. They're at 1-4. 1-2 pitch is high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bend is returning home for a 3-game series before they go to Walla Walla for another road series. The HarbourCats are setting up shop at home for a while. They have 3 against Yakima coming up and then 2 exhibition games at home. Deuces to Weiss. Is lined into left center field. That could be trouble. Reaching up and making the play is Lampkin. Lampkin ranges into the gap to take away extra bases from Cole Weiss. One down for Jake Gorella, who popped out to second base in his first at-bat. First pitch swung on, hit well to center field. Back in center, still back, and that'll one-hop the wall in dead center field. Into second base with a double is Jake Gorella. Jake Gorella gets into that offering from Acuna. Chapman had to range all the way back and it still got over him and one-hopped the wall in dead center. That's the HarbourCats' 3rd double of the game. So they've been getting some good swings in this afternoon, but have not come up with timely hit yet. Alan Embry is out to the mound to talk to Acuna. He's in his 4th start of the summer. Riley Guntrip will be the hitter when the mound meeting breaks up. Rhonda Pauls, the home plate umpire, just now going out to break it up. Many thanks for watching Sunday afternoon edition of Go Live Broadcasts with HarbourCats Baseball. Acuna in his first 3 starts has gone 6 innings twice. Called strike 1 on Riley Guntrip. A sign of the HarbourCat catching depth. In this 3-game series, they've had 3 different starting catchers, spreading time between everybody the best they can. Can be tough offensively to really settle in and get in a rhythm when playing time is more sporadic. And that's maybe a little bit of what you've seen this summer for Guntrip. He fouls it down. Guntrip coming in batting .190. He hit .270 for the HarbourCats last year. He worked his way into his starting position for the playoff run. inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. This summer gun trip with just 21 at-bats coming into today's game.
Get into one.
In terms of at-bats, Kikai Rios had 39 before he left. He left a couple of weeks ago. Bryce Bonner leads the active catchers with 47 at-bats. Contrast that to the 104 at-bats for the team leader, Harry Shipley. 2-2. Gets a piece, fouls it back. We play in the bottom of the 5th inning. Bend leading Victoria 3-0. The HarbourCats have their 3rd double of the day at second base with 1 out. Another 2-2. Just inside, ball 3. Acuna gives an exasperated look as he wanted that pitch. Count fills 2 gun trip. Payoff pitch upcoming. Waterman puts down the signs. 3-2 is inside corner strike call. Riley Guntrip didn't think so. He was just about to head over to first base on the walk, but he's rung out. Strikeout number 5 for Acuna. Two outs for Nick Maroney. Maroney singled in the 3rd inning. Swing and a miss. 0-1. The HarbourCats scoreless on 4 hits. 3 of them have gone for extra bases. The 0-1 pitch is ball 1. HarbourCats have already stranded 2 leadoff doubles today.
Once you get that one, break the seal and away we go.
1-1 is ball 2. Maroney coming off of his freshman year at UC Santa Barbara. UCSB is a partner school that has been very good to the HarbourCats over the 5 years the team has been in operation. Two and 1. Ball 3. Top of the order is on deck, Harry Shipley. Shipley is looking to right the ship, no pun intended, offensively. 1 for his last 10 in this series. Three 3-1 pitch. Swung on, hit well to left field. That is over the head of Lampkin and left. That will score. Jake Garella from second. And down at first base and apparently injured is Nick Maroney. Was not watching him. I was watching the ball in left field, but he is down in pain at the first base bag after that RBI base hit that scored Garella from second. He is now being helped off the field by Brian McRae and athletic therapist Tanner McGaw. A costly afternoon for the HarbourCats, potentially. We will not speculate on the severity or nature of these situations until we know more after the game, but apparently the HarbourCats losing Liam Stegerwald and now Nick Maroney due to injury. Don't know if replay caught what happened to Maroney. So the pinch runner at first base will get the identity for you in a moment. Runner at first base, 2 out, a run in. It's 3-1 now, and Harry Shipley will dig in for the 3rd time. First pitch swung on, popped up out of play on the left side.
Come on, Harry, atta boy, let's go. Hey, how many?
The 0-1, ball 1. Similar script to this game that we saw last night. The HarbourCats scoring for the first time here in the bottom of the 5th. They did the same thing last night. They scored 3 in the 5th in last night's win. Outside ball 2 on Shipley. Shipley started hot, was batting in the mid 300s through a lot of the first half, and now sees his average dipping into the 260s. Called strike 2-2. James Acuna, trying to work through this 5th inning, has given up his first run of the ball game.
Pull it until you get yours.
Still working on a good day. Throw over. Two and 2 with 2.
That's it. That's
Out
it.
over the left side.
That's on speed.
This ball game actually started early this afternoon. Started right on the dot at 1 o'clock for a scheduled 1:05 start. We're now 2:20 as we play in the bottom of the 5th inning. 2 and 2 high. Good at bat here for Harry Shipley.
Go, Ship, that boy.
It's all full, 3 and 2 with 2. Runner goes. Pitch is lined to left field, down the line. Diving play made by Lampkin. Put a star on that play for Matt Lampkin as he ends the bottom of the 5th inning in style. The HarbourCats get a run on a Nick Maroney RBI single, but he has to exit due to injury. 5 complete here on Go Live Broadcast. The HarbourCats trail Bend 3-1. Welcome back to Royal Athletic Park. 3-1, the Bend Elks lead the HarbourCats. Jack Taggett returns to the mound for the HarbourCats. He retired the final batter of the 5th inning on a strikeout of Jack Pauley. Running inside and hitting Charlie Maxwell, who was squaring to bunt. And as Rhonda Paul's calling him for the swing, and now she's going to call her umpire partners in to talk about it. Charlie Maxwell squared to bunt, and it looked to get him in the right hand, but I think the issue is whether he committed a swing on the bunt attempt. Alan Embry out to check on Charlie Maxwell's hand. My oh my, a costly game on both sides. Both teams are going to be happy to get this series over with. Our Go Live broadcast replay flashing on the stadium's scoreboard. And it looks like they are going to award the hit by pitch to Maxwell. So Maxwell is hit by pitch to lead off the 6th inning. And now Brian McCrae gets a quick explanation from Rhonda Pauls. Liam Stegerwald started for Victoria, going 4 2/3, exiting due to injury. Not going to speculate until we know more, hopefully by Tuesday's game. Cal Waterman steps in, 1 for 2 with the double. Bend had their lead trimmed to 3-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. They try to win a series from the HarbourCats. First pitch is ball 1. Bend will actually become friends of the HarbourCats for the next few days, as they will face the Bellingham Bills of the North Division. Outside 2-0. Bellingham, annually one of the top teams in the West Coast League, are definitely going to be one of the teams that the HarbourCats have to contend with for the second half title. Runner goes, punch foul. Charlie Maxwell was off on the pitch. Three runs on 6 hits for Bend. 1 run on 5 hits and an error for the HarbourCats. Fouled back off the mask of Guntrip. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Yakima series, they're all 6:35 starts here on Go Live broadcasts at Royal Athletic Park, Tuesday through Thursday. Deuce's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Jack Taggett.
Now batting the left fielder, number 22,
Throw back to first base. The runner was ranging off the bag. Guntrip active behind the dish. Actually believe we've had the identity of the pitcher mixed up here the last inning or so. Sorry about that. And that is indeed 17 Andrew Shaps. So sorry about that. Andrew Shaps on the mat. apologies for the confusion. 17, another left-hander. Andrew Shaps is on the mound for the HarbourCats out of Chico State. He has a 1-1 count on Matt Lumpkin. Runner goes. Weak swing and miss. Throw down is on the wrong side of the bag from Guntrip. He's contending for hitter's interference. And now Brian McRae is picking up the debate. And the hitter Lampkin is out on interference. And the runner Maxwell will be awarded second base. So he steals second. And the hitter Lampkin is out on interference. So runner at second base, 2 outs. And the hitter is Rocco Ferrari. Bunt shown but taken back for ball 1. HarbourCats hanging around thanks to the pitching staff, trying to keep this thing close as the bats try to put something together against James Acuna. That's been difficult to do so far. That pitch misses inside. Velocity ticking up for Shaps into this 6th inning. That last pitch, 88 on the gun. Popped up right side, right field, down the line. 3 fielders converge. Taking charge is Garella on the play. That'll do it for the top of the 6th inning. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Still 3-1 Bend here on Go Live Broadcast.
You think it's the original? All right, show us the answer. Who won the game? Dark Rose on the left. I'll tell you what, if you have a Tim Hortons gift card remaining, we thank you for playing today.
James Acuna returns for his 6th inning of work. Strike 1 to Riley Zajac. 2, 3, and 4. Zajac, Bandsaw, and Johnson in the bottom of the 6th. Fouled back. 0-2. The HarbourCats have a run on 5 hits today against Acuna, who has racked up 5 strikeouts and not walked a batter. 0-2 is a ball. Acuna had a tough first outing back on June 19. That pitch misses low. His first outing, he gave up 5 earned runs in 4 innings. but in his last 2 appearances has given up 2 runs each time in 6 innings and 6 1/3. 1-2, ground ball foul, pass first. This so far, Acuna's strongest outing of the season for Bend. Zajac doubled in the 4th, stranded at 3rd. Missing for ball 2. Swung on, hit to the right side, gloved at first base, and Cosner will take it to the bag for the first out. The HarbourCats have stranded a single base runner in 4 different innings tonight. They went 1-2-3 in the first, but every inning since then they have stranded 1 runner. And twice that runner has been a leadoff double. This is Hunter Vansaw, who takes strike 1. Vansaw 0 for 2 today. Oh and 1. Strike 2 called. Quickly 0-2. Acuna out ahead of Hunter Vansaw in all 3 at-bats today, after Vansaw's huge night last night. Oh-2, upstairs. Wind appears to be blowing out quite strongly, actually, at the moment, judging by the trees and the flags in the backdrop. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Solid crowd again this afternoon. Not quite what we had for the first 2 games of this series. 2-2. Grounded to first base, gloved and taken to the bag again by Cosner. Back-to-back 3 unassisted plays for first baseman Colton Cosner. Tucker Johnson will try to keep the inning alive. First pitch, swing and a miss. HarbourCats in danger of dropping a home series here to Bend if they can't find some late inning offense. Bend came into this series at 12-18 overall, having a bit of a tough time of it, but they've played the HarbourCats well. Swing and a miss, strike 3 on Johnson. Throw to first base is high, but coming down on the bag, and that'll do it. 1-2-3, 6 complete. Acuna, as Anders Jorstad said on the Bend broadcast, Acuna Matata. 6 complete, 3-1 Bend.
It's time for the new strawberries presented by College Burns Victoria Homes, real estate experts. Today we have 2 Cats fans. We have Doug and we have Courtney. All right, Doug and Courtney, put your heads down. I said put your heads down. On your marks, get set, spin. We don't go
Andrew Shaps back to the mound for the 7th inning. He took over with 2 outs in the 5th inning and remains on the mound. 3-1, the Bend Elks lead the HarbourCats in the rubber match of the 3-game weekend series. Missing outside ball 1 on Jalen McLaughlin, 9-1-2 in the order. McLaughlin, the shortstop, is 0 for 2 with a couple of ground balls today. Inside and hitting him. Second hit by pitch issued by Shaps this afternoon. Top the order for Derek Chapman. Chapman 1 for 3. He singled and scored in the 3rd inning. Stabs at a bunt, fouls it off. The HarbourCats playing about even baseball with their home road splits. 10-7 at home, 9-7 on the road. Looking to improve that home record a little bit. Last year they were lights out at home, going 23-4. Runner goes, bunted back to the mound softly. The only play is at first for the out. So the bunt with the runner in motion is able to get the lead runner McLaughlin to second base. Colton Cosner will be the hitter, but Brian McRae is out to take the baseball from Shaps. So we will take a brief break. HarbourCats going to the pen in the top of the 7th inning. 3-1 Bend here on Go Live Broadcast.
Center field. Dayton Koble going back. This is over his head, and it's over the wall. Kevin Collard will touch them all. The HarbourCats have tied the game 1-1. Bonneau with a fly ball to right field, and this is going to go back and out of here. There's a drive to left field by Alcantara. This is up, and out! Grand slam for A.J. Alcantara. 6-0 for the HarbourCats. This is driven into center field. A base hit for Floyd. DeBoer in to score, and it's 3-1 for the HarbourCats. P.J. Floyd is 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs tonight's game.
Top of the 7th begins. 3-1 Bend leads. They have the runner at second and 1 out for Colton Cosner. The new pitcher for the HarbourCats is right-hander Hunter Whitney, right-hander out of Park University. It's a rising senior. Park University, an NAIA program based in Kansas City. That is where head coach Brian McCray previously coached at. Runner goes for third on the first pitch. The throw is into left field on the wrong side of the bag. Eludes Noah Pruitt, it looks like, at third base, and coming around to score is Jalen McLaughlin on the stolen base and the throwing error charge to Riley Guntrip. So the hit by pitch comes around to score. It's now 4-1. Bases are clear with one out, and the pitch is up and in on Cosner. Swung on, hit well, foul down the left field line. So Bend has their 3-run lead back. Right-hander Connor Whitney in his third appearance now. He's totaled 1 inning of work, allowing 6 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, 2 strikeouts. He is primarily an outfielder, but does have the ability to pitch. 2-2 is at the feet. Count runs full. 3-2. Colton Cosner doubled and scored in the first inning. This one popped up, but over the home plate roof. Count remains 3-2. Check swing on 3-2. Did it go? Yes, sir. Guntrip applies the tag. Strikeout for Connor Whitney facing his first batter. There's now 2 outs in this top of the 7th. Colin Runge steps in 1 for 3. Strike 1. Bend 4 runs on 6 hits. The HarbourCats just 1 run on 5 hits. Weak swing to miss. Strike 2. Connor Whitney looking pretty good. Works ahead of Runge 0-2 after the strikeout. Popped up behind the plate and off the roof. HarbourCats are now down by 3 again as they will bat in the bottom of the 7th. 0-2, popped up right side. Looking it to the screen, Guntrip will watch it clank down in row 2. Behind the dugout, head coach Brian McCray with his coaching staff sitting above the dugout, turning back to the screen and making sure the fans are okay. Dusting off home plate before another 0-2 pitch. Third counts. Missing for ball 1 on a good breaking pitch. HarbourCats will send up Collard, Weiss, and Gorilla in the bottom of the 7th. Swung on, popped up left side, foul territory by the barrier. The catch is made, and the umpires are saying it was made out of play, as there is a white line that is painted on the playing field that extends beyond the third base dugout. And that was the correct call. That's over by our third base camera. And behind that white line that extends past the dugout, it's out of place. The catch was waved off. 1-2 again is upstairs, 2-2. Crowd trying to get behind Connor Whitney, who is facing his second batter of this 7th inning. 2-2, foul back. Wind blowing strongly out to the left now. They try again. Popped up, back from short, Shipley into center field. Coming on from center and not getting there is Vansaw as it gets down for a single. Now the throw is airmailed into the dugout. So now on the play, Colin Runge will be awarded third base because the throw from Vansaw went into the dugout. So a single and the error on Vansaw. Vansaw has been all or nothing defensively lately in center field, or in the outfield. We've seen a number of tremendous plays with the glove. We've also seen a couple of overzealous throwing errors. We see one again there. Runner at third base now, 2 outs. The hitter is Jack Pauley. Whitney working ahead of Jack Pauley. Pauley started his day with a home run and a single, driving in 3. Crowd remains into it. Fouled back. 2 errors committed by the HarbourCats this afternoon. Bend playing clean defense so far. 0-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it as Connor Whitney strikes out a pair to end the inning with no further damage. Bend gets 1, and we go to the stretch here at RAP. The Bend Elks lead 4-1 on Go Live Broadcast. Kevin Collard leads off the bottom of the 7th for the HarbourCats, trailing 4-1. Cosner in left, Clayton in right, and Holm at first base as the Bend Elks make defensive changes. Swung on, hit well down the right field line. That ball will get off the wall. Speeding into second as there's no relay throw. A leadoff double for Kevin Collard. Collard hits a rope off the wall down the right field line. If there's any error on that ball at all, it is likely gone. But that is another leadoff double for the HarbourCats, as they continue to tap on the door, but they've yet to kick it down. Their third leadoff double of the day, 4th double overall. There is finally action for the Bend Elks in their bullpen. This is Cole Weiss taking ball 1. Weiss is 0 for 2. (1-0) to Weiss. Is hit well to left field, right in the tracks in left field for the first out. Runner at second, 1 out for Jake Garella, who doubled in the 5th inning. Garella swings at the first pitch, ground ball in the hole, a short running play, a one-hop throw is in time. Nice play at short by McLaughlin. Going into the hole, momentum going away from first base. The throw is a one-hopper and a neat hop for the first baseman, Holm, who received it in time to get Garella. So there's 2 outs for Raleigh Guntrip. And the HarbourCats are in danger of stranding another leadoff double. Ground ball first base, foul. Guntrip is 0 for 2 today. Oh, and 1. Strike 2. Right-hander James Acuna, in his longest appearance of the year for Bend, is 1 good pitch away from getting through 7 strong against the HarbourCats here this afternoon. 0 and 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There it is. 7 strikeouts for James Acuna as he leads the HarbourCats 4-1 after 7 here on Go Live Broadcast.
Hey, up, boy.
For your opponent, early touch indicator. On your marks, get set, go. There's your winner. Since 1960, Mike Construction has been committed to supporting our local community. Involved with the climate and development company. Projects in the river's area. Besides the
Copy, I thought I was getting taken out for a second time. Thanks for keeping an eye on me, guys.
We go to the top of the 8th inning, 4-1 for the Bend Elks, and the new pitcher for the HarbourCats is right-hander Travis Kuhn. Kuhn, the rising sophomore out of San Diego. The HarbourCats closer getting some work in today, missing high. There is a new hitter as well for the Bend Elks, so we will get that identity here in a second. 2 balls and no strikes. Zach Clayton from Oregon State is the pinch hitter against Travis Kuhn. 3 balls and no strikes. Clayton takes over for Charlie Maxwell. Maxwell was 0 for 2. Missing for ball 4, a 4-pitch walk issued by Travis Kuhn. Travis Kuhn has been very good this summer for the HarbourCats in the closer's role. In 13 appearances, 18 2/3 innings, he's allowed 13 hits, 7 walks against 24 strikeouts. He is 0-1 with 6 saves and a 1.44 ERA. That pitch is a strike to Cal Waterman. Waterman 1 for 3 with the double. Swung on, fly ball right field down the line, giving chase in and making the play as 2 fielders lightly collide is Garella. The HarbourCats avoid any further damage to their lineup on that play. The HarbourCats have already had Liam Steigerwald and Nick Maroney exit due to injury today. That play saw a couple of bodies collide lightly. 1 out, 1 on. First pitch was a strike on Nico Holm. Holm is a rising senior at Santa Clara upstairs, hitting 177 with a home run and 9 RBIs. On 1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Four runs on 7 hits for Ben, 1 on 6 with 2 errors for the HarbourCats. 1-2 is inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 is upstairs. Count runs full. 3-2. A non-save situation for Travis Kuhn here, trailing 4-1 in the top of the 8th inning, just getting some work in. And he's had a little bit of difficulty walking his first man on 4 pitches. The 3-2 here is fouled away. Kuhn last threw on July 5th. 2 scoreless innings in a 10-5 win at Kelowna. Another full count pitch fouled away again by Nico Holm. Holm batting in the lineup spot of Matt Lampkin. Lampkin was 0 for 3. Runner goes on 3-2, swing and a miss. Throw down is offline. And Guntrip again asking for interference. it was granted last time, and now Brian McRae is out to talk about it as well. That throw sailed on Guntrip, indicating that maybe there could have been interference again that caused that, and now the umpires will convene again. It was a strikeout on Nico Holm. The runner, Clayton, was running on the pitch, and now the HarbourCats have asked for batter's interference. This would be the second time today that Bend may be called for batter's interference. If so, it would end the inning. And they are going to keep it as is, so it's a stolen base for Clayton and the strikeout for Nico Holm. Hitter will be Rocco Ferrari with 2 out and a runner at second base. Rocco Ferrari is 0 for 3. Shows bunt, strike called as he committed his swing, 0-1. This is the only time that the HarbourCats and the Bend Elks will meet this summer. There will not be a meeting in Bend this season. Swing and a miss, 0-2. That's one of the quirks of the West Coast League schedule with 11 teams and a 54-game schedule. It works out that everybody plays everybody 6 times, except for one matchup that only plays 3 times. There's a fly ball down the line, and Wright Gorella will make the play. And that'll do it. Travis Kuhn gets a scoreless 8th inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Score remains 4-1 Bend here on Go Live Broadcast. Bottom of the 8th inning, 4-1 Bend. Noah Pruitt leads off for the HarbourCats. Things getting a little bit urgent for the Cats. Down by 3 with 6 outs to play with. Fouled back. Noah Pruitt taking his first at-bat. He took over as a pinch runner in the 5th inning for Nick Maroney, who was injured at first base. Not sure what it was, as we were watching his hit in left field when it occurred. 0-2 to Pruitt. Goes around the tag applied by Waterman, strike 3. This is still James Acuna, who has mastered the HarbourCats this afternoon. 2 out of the 3 games the HarbourCats have been stifled by Bend pitching. The 11-2 opener back on Friday night. saw the HarbourCats get shut down by Chris Jackson. Ground ball at short. McLaughlin's throw is high, close play, he's out. Two quick outs here in the 8th inning. Riley Zajac will try his hand. Zajac 1 for 3 with the double today. First pitch is ball 1. The HarbourCats limited to 1 run on 6 hits today against Acuna. Called strike. Acuna has not walked a batter this afternoon and has struck out 7. Called strike. He's 1 good pitch away from going 8 strong innings tonight. One, two, rope to right field, a base hit. Riley Zajac is the first HarbourCat with multiple hits today as he extends the inning with a single to right. That'll bring up Hunter Vansaw, and it might be the day for Acuna as Alan Embry comes out. He will take the ball. That's a great outing from James Acuna. He leaves in line for the win. We'll come right back with the resumption of the bottom of the 8th inning. HarbourCats trailing 4-1.
We had an awesome time this year broadcasting all home games for the Victoria HarbourCats live out of the truck on GoLiveBroadcast.com. Here's your 2016 Victoria HarbourCats Plays of the Year. Enjoy.
3-2 again, swung on, hit high and deep to left field. To the track, to the wall, Alcantara reaches up and pulls it back. A.J. Alcantara. Bunted third base side, Pleshkel steps up, goes to first in time. Swung on into left center field, it gets down. Cameron Cannon has walked off the Bend Elks. Up within center is Stone. He fires, but the tag is made by Guntrip. What a play by Riley Guntrip. Bellingham may contest. 1-0 pitch grounded to short. Jew to Floyd, over to first to Pryor, double play, around the horn, 6-4-3. That'll send us to the bottom of the 9th inning. He gets into this one high and deep to left field at the track, the wall, that ball is off the wall. 1-0 pitch. Bottom left, the 8th inning resumes. The new left-hander for Bend is Grant Larson. He's 0-2 in 5 games, 3 starts with a 3.42 ERA. 21 innings, 17 hits, 9 walks, 16 strikeouts. He inherits 2 outs, runner at first for Hunter Vansaw. So Alan Embry goes for the lefty-lefty matchup. Vansaw's been held down today, 0 for 3. Pitch is a strike called. 0-1 on Vansaw. James Acuna goes 7 2/3 today for Bend, allowing 1 run on 7 hits with 7 strikeouts and did not walk a batter. He is in line for his 2nd win of the year. A 1 is outside, way outside. as Waterman will call time and go talk to Grant Larson. Grant Larson has gone back and forth a little bit in his role with Bend, making 3 starts and 2 appearances out of the bullpen. This is his 3rd relief appearance today. One pitch, fouled down. A ball and 2 strikes on Vansaw. The Bend Elks closing in on a series victory over the HarbourCats. The Elks talking it over before the 1-2 on Vansaw. Next action for the HarbourCats comes on Tuesday here on Go Live Broadcast as they take on the Yakima Valley Pippins in the first of a 3-game home series. Reset for the 1-2 to Vansaw, ball 2. Runner at first base, Riley Zajac, with a 2-out single that extended this inning. Throw over to chase Zajac back into the bag. That single ended the day for James Acuna, who fell just short of 8 innings this afternoon. By far his longest start of the summer. Ball 3 low. 3-2 with 2. The HarbourCats with a loss would fall to 5-2 in the second half. Vansaw steps out before the payoff pitch. Bend has Matt Kirk warming up in the bullpen, hoping to use him in the 9th inning. 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it for the HarbourCats in the bottom of the 8th. They go quietly again. We go to the 9th here on Go Live Broadcast with the Bend Elks out in front by a score of 4-1. We go to the 9th inning. 4-1 Bend as we go to the top of the 9th. They're looking to win 2 of 3 here this weekend. Travis Kuhn remains in for the HarbourCats. Jalen McLaughlin leading off the ninth inning for Bend as they have one more chance to add on. 9-1-2 are scheduled in the inning. Travis Kuhn faced two batters in the eighth inning, retiring them both. He took the full inning in the eighth. Scoreless inning on just one walk. 3-0 pitch is a called strike. Jalen McLaughlin today, 0 for 2, has been hit by a pitch, stolen a base, and scored. He's also made a couple of nice plays defensively. 3-1 pitch, line down the left field line, will curve out a play, foul. Bend with 2 in the first, 1 in the third, and 1 more in the 7th. Building their 4-1 lead. 3-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Strikeout number 2 for Travis Kuhn. Top of the order for Derek Chapman. Chapman 1 for 4 today. The HarbourCats have held Bend's leading hitter down reasonably well the last couple of days. Heading into this at-bat, Chapman is 2 for 8 the last 2 days. He had a big Friday night though, missing outside 1-1. In the opener of this series, Chapman was 3 for 4 with a run driven in. 1-1 pitch. High and out of play down the left field line. Ground ball foul. First base line. The Bend Elks are having to play without their closer in this series, which could become relevant in the 9th as we are in a save situation. Khalil Rivera was left in Bend for the series, as occasionally happens as we see no swing on the appeal at third base. As occasionally happens, the odd player is unable to get a passport in time to travel to Canada for the Victoria and Kelowna series. 2-2, lined into left, will get down for a base hit. Derek Chapman with a 1-out single, and he has a 2-hit day. Eight hits now for Bend. This is Colton Cosner. Cosner 1 for 4. Inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Missing 2 balls, no strikes. Non-save situation for Travis Kuhn. He hasn't been as crisp as he normally is. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-1. Kuhn's 2-1, bunt shown. It's high for ball 3. Guntrip gave a look over to first base at the runner, Derek Chapman, after the pitch. Kuhn falls behind again. Cullen Runge, the 3-hitter, is on deck. 3-1 pitch. Swung on line to right center field. That will get down and might split a gap. Rounding third, the lead runner is waved in. That's Chapman, who will score all the way from first on the double. RBI double for Colton Cosner opens the lead to 5-1. 2 doubles today for Colton Cosner. That one scores Derek Chapman all the way from first base. That'll bring in Cullen Runge with a runner at second base, 1 out. First pitch is upstairs, ball 1. That one is blooped past first base. It'll get down on the right field line, a base hit. That will score the runner from second, Cosner, as Runge slides into second with a double. Back-to-back RBI doubles for the Bend Elks with 1 out here in the top of the 9th. And they're padding their lead now up 6-1. Pat Flynn will pinch hit for Jack Pauly. Pauly had a big day. 2 hits, a home run, and 3 RBIs. He gives way to Pat Flynn. Fouled back. So this no longer a save situation for Bend. Now with a 5-run lead. 1-1. Missing low. Pat Flynn, 2 for 12 in 4 games. One, fouled back. A win for Bend would put them up to 2-4, and it would end up being a solid weekend for the Elks. Missing inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Way off a second, the runner went early. Past the mound, the ball is fielded and thrown onto first for the out by Cole Weiss, who is now playing second base. The lead runner, Cullen Runge, was well off the bag at second. Easily makes it into third on that ground ball. That'll bring in Clayton for his second at-bat. He walked in the 8th inning. Zach Clayton coming in, hitting .286. Rips that one foul past third. Double-digit hits for Bend again. 6 runs on 10 hits. HarbourCats missing several opportunities to get on the scoreboard early. Missing some opportunities to get back into the game as they fell behind 3-0. And now Bend is pulling away. A hit here or there early in the game, and this could be a different baseball game. The 1-1 from Kuhn inside, 2-1. off day tomorrow for the HarbourCats before starting its series with the Yakima Valley Pippins. That'll run inside and hit Clayton. Puts runners at the corners with 2 outs. And Brian McRae will come to the mound. And Coons Day will be done. We will step aside and come right back. We're playing in the top of the 9th inning. Bend has 2 in, and they lead 6-1.
Now pitching for the HarbourCats, from Kalamazoo College, number 30, Jack Taggart. The city team brought by the local. Doesn't have downtown. Will be
First and third, 2 out, top of the 9th, 2 runs in for the Bend Elks as they now lead the HarbourCats 6-1. The hitter is Cal Waterman, and this, confirmed, is Jack Taggart. He takes over for Travis Kuhn, who goes 1 2/3. 1 for 4, Cal Waterman doubled in his first at-bat. He takes 1 and 1. One pitch, popped up out of play. One ball and 2 strikes on Waterman, the catcher, as Jack Taggart tries to end this top of the 9th. The HarbourCats have had one dramatic 9th inning comeback this year, and they're in need of another one. Called strike 3 for Taggart. He gets Waterman to end the top of the 9th. 2 more come in for Bend. They lead 6-1 as we go to the bottom of the 9th on Go Live Broadcast. Bottom of the 9th inning, the HarbourCats trail the Bend Elks 6-1. Right-hander Matt Kirk is on the mound for Bend. 15th appearance, 21 2/3 innings, 23 hits, 11 walks, 15 strikeouts. Tucker Johnson takes ball 1 inside. Johnson doubled in the 2nd inning and has a pair of strikeouts since then. 1-0 pitch. Fouled over the right side. The HarbourCats have 1 run on 7 hits today. Plenty of extra base power today for the HarbourCats, but have not strung hits together at all today. Breaking pitch, strike 2 called. The HarbourCats scored 6 runs in the 9th inning to beat Cowlitz back on June 29. That by far the most dramatic win the HarbourCats have had this year, as Johnson takes ball 2. It'll be Johnson, Collard, and Weiss in the inning. The trio have 2 hits between them. Johnson and Collard both with doubles today. 2-2. Ground ball to short. On the run. Strong throw in time. Nice play by the shortstop McLaughlin. This is Kevin Collard. Collard 1 for 3 with a double. Next action comes your way on Tuesday night, 6:35 against Yakima. The first pitch is strike 1 on Collard, the rising junior out of San Diego. Second-year HarbourCat, played here in 2015. The 0-1, up and away. HarbourCats sputtering just a little bit after coming off that 8-game winning streak. Popped up, middle of the infield. Second baseman back from second and making the play is Runge for out number 2. So the loss would drop the HarbourCats to 5-2 in the second half. That would make them 19-15 overall. The win would put Bend up to 2-4 in the South Division second half and would raise their overall record to 14-19, and this will do it. Shovel over to first base, and that's the ball game. Final score 6-1 Bend. They take it to the HarbourCats a little bit in the opener and the finale, winning 2 out of 3 this weekend in Victoria. The coaching staffs shake hands as the Bend Elks have high fives and handshakes on the middle of the infield after taking the series. Final lines: 6 runs on 10 hits for Bend, 1 run on 7 hits, 3 errors for the HarbourCats. Next action comes your way on Tuesday, the opener of 3-game series here in Victoria against the Yakima Valley Pivens. My name is Jonathan Hodson, and for our producer Chris Jaycox and our broadcast assistant Mike Edwards and our crew here at Royal Athletic Park, thanks for spending the weekend with the HarbourCats, and we will talk to you again on Tuesday. Final score 6-1 Bend.